What up? What up? What up? Strike League Podcast, man. Y'all know what it is. My name is Randy Little. Again, y'all know what it is. Um, First episode in what feels like forever. Um, we just couldn't link up in March, man, and it's all my fault. If anybody out there was like checking, like I didn't even put it on social media to like say, hey guys, no episode this weekend. It's all my fault. It's bad marketing. Um, yeah, one time I was just exhausted, and then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks ago, I was like dead sick. So that's on me. Um, Shout out to you guys though. I said the views is still kicking up, the streams, the listens, whatever, the clicks, the traffic is still there. Shout out Australia. Shout out Germany. I've seen the statistics. Half of that was a real stutter. Half of that was me egging it on. Um, but this episode is April, so that means it's the second quarter of 2023. So we do the second quarter preview. April, what we're excited about. May, what we're excited about. June, what we're excited about. And it's so much heat coming in these 3 months. Super Mario Brothers, literally next weekend. Renfield with Nicolas Cage. The Covenant, Jake Gyllenhaal, Guy Ritchie. And then Guardians of the Galaxy's coming. Fast X, The Little Mermaid. June got Spider-Verse, Transformers, The Flash, Elemental, Indiana Jones. A lot to be excited about. For the first time in, I believe, 3 exact months, we got a full squad. We got a full squad. Nick, Eric, Rocket, all come through, all kick it, laugh, talk movies, the usual rec league proceedings. I'm not gonna go all the way back to the last episode. So within the last 2 weeks, we got John Wick Chapter 4. This past weekend we got Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Those reviews are on my YouTube channel if you want to know what I thought. This past weekend also we got a Tetris movie on Apple TV Plus and Murder Mystery 2, Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston on Netflix. Upcoming in between the next couple episodes. On Wednesday, the 5th, like I said, we got the Super Mario Brothers movie, Illumination Entertainment. It looks fire. I hope it is. And Air, the Ben Affleck directed movie about Nike trying to sign Michael Jordan. Again, it looks fire. And then the weekend of the next podcast, we got Renfield. Something else probably comes out with Renfield, but that's all I can think of. That's all I'm checking for. Drop a comment, let me know what I didn't say, or just don't turn the episode off and I'll bring it up. Physical media. Two Tuesdays ago, that Red Eye 4K came out with the Blu-ray in it, but I'm not buying it just because there's a Blu-ray in the 4K. Megan came out, Babylon came out, Dr. Giggles came out from Scream Factory. This past Tuesday, All Quiet on the Western Front came out. Looks like Dead Silence got a 4K. Cinderella got a 4K. Plane came out. Chucky Season 2 came out. Rick and Morty Season 6 came out. Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham, Missing. This past Tuesday was heavy. Yeah. So, upcoming, eventually, this upcoming Tuesday, that's when like all the OG like classic cinema, the Maltese Falcon gets a Blu-ray, Cool Hand Luke gets a Blu-ray. But it looks like Star Trek, the Star Trek The Next Generation movies are getting 4Ks. Envy is getting a Shout Factory release. Confess Fletch is getting a Blu-ray. Whatever this is, South Park season 25 is getting a Blu-ray. And then the Tuesday before the next episode, it appears that Flashdance is getting a 4K and a 4K Steelbook. Living with, who's this in Living? I should know this. No, I'm just playing. I ain't hear about this movie until like 2 months ago. Bill Nye. Not the science guy. Aside from some random re-releases, that appears to be it. Maybe I'm not adding anything to my collection on the 11th of April. Yay me. But yeah, bro. I'll be back. Squad will be in attendance, and we will do a second quarter preview. It's Rec League. Yo, we back. First, we back in like 6 weeks. First, we back with a full squad in like 3 months. A couple of y'all motherfuckers want to be employed and shit. It's my fault, though. I was sick 2 weeks ago. But it hurts my heart because like the last 2 episodes, like I really had like dope ideas, like Creed spoiler discussion. And then like the last one, I wanted to, Shazam, Scream. Like March was dope and we just didn't record, and it pains me. But we back with Rocket, with I need like a dope like nickname for your ass, and I just blanked. Eric. I talk about the Bulls like everybody around me talk about the Cowboys. Sigmund. Nicholas. I don't like Cheez-Its and I don't know why. Goodman.
They're gross.
I never forgot that.
They're so gross.
But last time we saw Nick, we did the first quarter preview, so it's only fitting that he's in the episode for the second quarter preview. So, and Merritt was supposed to be, Merritt had parental responsibility, so he had to bail last minute. So we're going to do April. We're going to go weekend by weekend, talk about each one, most anticipated before we break and then jump to the next month. So first weekend in April, first weekend in April starts with some bangers, hopefully, and they drop on Wednesday. First one, Nick, if you spoil anything, I will cut you out of this episode. Air, the Ben Affleck directed, based on true events or a true story about Nike trying to recruit and sign Michael Jordan and take off as basically the GOAT basketball shoe ever. Starring Matt Damon, Ben Affleck is in it, Jason Bateman, Marlon Wayans, Chris Tucker, Viola Davis. To me, Ben Affleck doesn't miss directing. Like, his weakest movie is like Live by Night, and that's still good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Shame.
So just thumbs up, thumbs down, Nick. You're the only one of us that's seen it because Eric went to the movies in Virginia. Thumbs way up. 2 thumbs way up.
2 thumbs up. It was what I wanted it to be. And, like, I haven't been on here for a while, so I don't remember if I said, but, like, I talked last year about Everything Everywhere All at Once. And, like, everybody you ever talked to was like, oh, it's such a crowd pleaser. And everybody loved it. And everybody loved it. When I saw that movie in the theater, nobody did anything. Like, everybody just kind of sat and watched it. Maybe a chuckle here, a chuckle there, but it wasn't like... Sometimes you go see a movie and you feel the vibe. Like, everybody is loving this. Everybody's clapping. Everybody's laughing. Like, not in an annoying way. It's like everybody's loving it. Like, Air was that. Like, it was pretty small theater, but it was pretty full. And, like, everybody loved the movie.
So say it now. Best picture predictions? Call it.
It could be. To me, like, it could be. And, like, it's a comedy above all other things. Ooh. Like, I've read a few things that call it a sports drama.
Affleck doing a comedy. I like it.
It's definitely a comedy. Everybody in it is funny. Christmas is like a dealer to me.
Gone Baby Gone and The Town are comedy heavy, so this isn't really Ben Affleck's first comedic foray.
Funny. Like, nobody ever talks about, like, Argo.
Argo was funny. I was being a smart ass, but Argo was funny.
and this is like absolutely a comedy, but it's really good. I hope it makes a lot of money. It won't get a 4K release. I can already picture it.
Nah.
I can picture it. It's just coming to Blu-ray in like a month and a half.
Yes.
But nice.
Also on Wednesday, Illumination finally, after 30 years, giving us a proper Super Mario Brothers movie. It's actually the only Super Mario Brothers movie ever. We're not going to talk about that other piece of shit.
We are.
Probably.
We must.
Yeah. This
I'm
is the
watching
way.
You forgot one movie.
I'm still on Wednesday. I haven't gotten to Friday yet.
Oh no.
Ass.
No.
So
No. So let's count. We got to count May 31st here for March 31st. I'm sorry, March 31st.
no, that's first quarter.
You'll see why.
That's in the past. Fuck March 31st.
So anyway. No, I just wanted to ask y'all a question.
Did you watch Tetris?
Assassin. Yeah.
Assassin.
No, anyway, I just wanted to bring this up because it's
No.
Bruce Willis's final film role got a limited release March 31st. It's called Assassin, starring him, Dominique Purcell.
His name is Dracula.
Yeah. But I just wanted to throw that out there. And
Bushmaster from Luke Cage 2 is in it.
Yeah. The top billing, which is funny enough, if I'm not. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out. But anyway, back to the what's name. Hope Bruce Willis, he just had a birthday. Hope he feels well.
For sure.
Yeah. But anyway, back to April.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers, man. Like, all-star cast. Like, I can't imagine, like, how everybody kills these voices. Jack Black, Seth Rogen, Fred Armisen, Sebastian Maniscalco, who we'll get to in May, Anya Taylor-Joy. Pretty hyped for Mario. Then, before we react, there's only one movie on Friday I want to bring up, and that's Paint. Owen Wilson doing the Bob Ross mockumentary-looking movie. So what's y'all hype for that weekend? Rocket, say something.
Mine is, I'm going to see if I can watch them back to back. If not, maybe watch one on Friday night, one Saturday. Friday night, we all see Super Mario Brothers. That's the one I'm anticipated for because that last one.
You from New York, I assume you wouldn't like Michael Jordan.
It's not in existence. Air, like you were saying earlier, Affleck, that guy don't miss. How he didn't win Best Director for Argo, I still don't understand that.
And it wasn't even nominated, which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even get that.
It won Best Picture, but not nominated for Director. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. Usually it goes hand in hand. But at the end of the day, those are my two for this weekend. I will be watching them coming up. So it's just which one do I watch?
A few weeks ago, it went Hot Dog Finger inside of Hot Dog Finger.
Oh, man.
Over and over. They were like, look, it's funny. And then they get like 10 more times. Anyway, I don't care. It's been a year. I'm over it. It won. I'm clear.
I will say this about that movie. It came out beginning of the year. And for a movie to come up beginning of the year and say Oscar buzz for like a movie that early and to actually win it, I haven't seen something like that ever, I don't think. Usually you hear a movie.
Bro,
I can tell you the movie, but go ahead.
When's the last time Best Picture didn't come out like October, November, December?
That's what I'm saying. Because
that would be Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Sounds like February.
I was about to say, that's a February release.
That's how far back, and that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. It's
real rare.
It went from Oscar buzz in the beginning, it fell off, and then all of a sudden it came right back. I'm like, how does that even happen?
Because that would happen. I think that's what killed. Talk about Ben Affleck, his chance to get a nomination because I'm blanking on the name. Because it came out earlier in the year where he was an alcoholic. And people forgot about it.
What, The Way Back?
The Way Back. There we go.
That was a good movie.
That was a great movie, yeah.
What?
That was like the last movie I saw before theaters shut down, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that happened, so that didn't help.
With Vin Diesel.
That was a good one.
What is The Way Back? Am I tripping?
Where the basketball coach.
Bro.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That shit
got it on
is
it.
amazing. That's honestly one of the greatest basketball movies ever.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
up there. It's
Great.
very underrated.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember the last time Affleck gave like a bad performance. It used to be like
Oh,
a
bro,
thing
like-
to be like, oh, he sucks, and I'm like, yeah, funny.
Nah, bro. He had like that Kevin Smith era, then like the early 2000s G League like douchebag era, whatever you want to call it, where they were trying to like Taylor Kitchen, and he's just like the mid 2000s. He just did this switch where like every acting performance was money, and then he started directing, which was even better.
It's the town
Yeah.
is. So,
Yeah.
I realize
Another one.
it's been like 5 years since I've watched the town. The town shits on Argo. Like the town is so good.
Yeah, it
How's-
is.
Like, how did he not get nominated for that? Was my
Yeah.
12, 13 years ago. I was like, where were the nominations for the town?
That was
It's
Jeremy Renner's breakout. If the Hurt Locker wasn't.
Kind of.
Mhm.
Though he'd been around, he was always just kind of that guy. Like, oh, that guy.
The dickhead from SWAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's that guy.
SWAT.
So let's hit April 14th. Like on the 12th, the director of Just Friends, Roger Crumble, has Beautiful Disaster, and I keep seeing like Phantom release trailers for it, and it's just like one of the Big Daddy kids and Virginia Gardner, who was the babysitter in Halloween 2018. I don't know, it's like a romantic dramedy or something. It's up
Yeah, I
Nick,
don't
it's
care.
up Nick's alley. But the
I
14th,
Like, Dylan Sprouse or whoever.
That
and
one.
he, like, had, like, neck tats and, like, tape on his fists.
is that why I
I
didn't
was like,
recognize him?
I was like, nope. He's never back to
Oh.
5.
I did not realize that Renfield was directed by the Lego Batman movie director and the director of that Chris Pratt movie on Amazon. The what is it called? The Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
That movie's good, actually.
That
I
is
like
good.
The Tomorrow. That's pretty good.
So yeah, the 14th we got Renfield, Nicolas Cage riding his unbearable weight of massive talent, bounce back. Dude, this shit it just looks so good to me.
I've heard things.
Pope's
already.
Exorcist, y'all know that's not my alley, but it's directed
Hey,
by
what
the.
you got against Russell Crowe?
That movie looks like
It's directed by the director of Overlord,
Ooh.
that's
Ooh, that could be interesting.
who is I think is directing Captain America: New World Order. Unless I'm, no, it looks like I got him confused with somebody else. He did do Overlord though.
Overlord.
Yeah, it's super underrated.
The director
Yeah, it
of the
is.
Cloverfield Paradox is doing New World Order,
Nah.
Ooh.
and then Mafia Mama, which is sure to be Nick's favorite movie that weekend.
Tony
That looks like a fake. Like people talk about fake movies. It looks fake.
It looks
Yeah,
so
Ma-
bad.
It looks like a fake movie in a movie. Like, oh, you're the mafia mama, and it's like, yeah, that's me. And it's like it's a real movie. I don't know if it looks bad. It just looks like a fake movie. Like this isn't real. I think the Pope's Exorcist kind of falls in that category too. I'm like, wait, they made this? It kind of looks like a joke. Like the kid is like possessed and like talking shit to the Pope, and I'm like, didn't we do this 50 years ago? Wait, wait, this looks fake.
So, what are we just watching Renfield that weekend?
pretty much.
I've already got a ticket.
Well, good for you.
I'm seeing it. Seeing it on Wednesday for some reason. I just bought it. I was like, yeah, but like it's at the stupid theater, so if that doesn't pan out, I'll just see it on Friday.
I was about to say you're not seeing it that day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it the way I did for Air, and just see if they change.
Eric, did you pre-order your Mafia Mama tickets?
Man, no. I gotta support Russell Crowe. So
No.
I'm gonna send you your ticket, and you'll let me know what you think.
Fuck no.
There's so many Exorcist movies.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm burning them in holy water.
Yeah, not to mention the requel that's coming out, right?
well, yeah, at least that's something.
Is that
I said,
is it David Gordon Green gonna Halloween The Exorcist?
I mean, at least it's something like they're bringing back like the cast. And I'm like, that's cool. The ones that are still here. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that. I'll go see that. But like, we just had that Pray for the Devil, and I saw that trailer in front of every movie, and I was like, this looks like nothing to me.
Trash.
It looks like
straight up
movie. Yeah, it looks like every exorcism movie.
Well, the weekend of the 21st is kind of stacked depending on your taste.
Yeah.
On the 20th, Hulu's dropping Quasi, which looks like a broken lizard take on the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, that's what that.
Probably gonna be trash. I know on the 21st, probably all three of y'all are hyped for Evil Dead Rise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should get it. That looks creepy as hell, man.
It looks great.
Good for you. Also, this is probably the only thing I'll see in the theater that weekend. The second Guy Ritchie movie of the year, The Covenant.
Yeah, that dude.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Remember the Covenant movie about the boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I see The Covenant, a war movie, like, dude, didn't they do this with like some like spiritual like teen drama?
It's like Boy the Craft. It was like The Craft with boys, and it was Taylor.
That's what it was.
Sebastian Stan. It was a little gay. Like
Fuck.
it was just like
A little gay.
This is just The Craft.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay. Gay, gay, gay.
It's gonna be interesting.
And he took my shoelace. And he told me I couldn't read good.
That's gonna be cool to see Anthony Starr since
his Homelander.
Since his what's her name turned into boys, because he's been around.
It's kind of gay too.
Well, enough.
Eric, have you seen Anthony Starr Banshee the series?
Banshee, I need to. That's been on like my list even before.
Cinemark.
Because the star of that show, I like him. I'm glad he got his own.
Cinemark, Cinemax.
Oh,
y'all missed it. I said Cinemark like a dumbass.
But yeah, I need to check out Banshee. Well, Banshee wasn't Lance Reddick in Banshee?
Probably.
Maybe.
I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
No, but yeah, Banshee. That series is dope. That's one you gotta watch.
Banshee TV series.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, that's definitely.
He was the lead.
Yeah, he was the main character.
Anthony Starr.
Ulrich Thompson, Frankie Faison, Demetrius Gross, Lily Simmons.
I'm thinking of another one-word show that's
Tom
kind of like that.
Not seeing Lance Reddick.
Nah, he's not in that. I'm thinking of Bosch. I'm sorry, Bosch.
Yeah.
Have none of you guys seen Banshee?
Nah.
I'm telling you, you got to watch.
I've always been curious, and I've always heard good things.
Yeah,
I saw with Colin Farrell in Ireland.
All right, staying in that weekend, we got Ghosted on Apple TV Plus. Ana de Armas, Chris Evans, directed by Dexter Fletcher. I'm hoping it's good.
Ooh.
And then Bo is Afraid. Like, I don't care about Ari Aster.
Oh, Ari Aster.
What?
What?
I just don't.
What?
I mean, he's the new director that everybody just sucks off because he had an idea.
He said because he had an idea.
I'll agree with because like I've already seen little blurbs, and they're like, "This is Ari at his most Ari Aster." I was like, "He's directed."
I saw
Joaquin Phoenix giving a career best performance.
I literally, Nick, saw somebody say that I kind of respect his opinion. This is Ari Aster at his most. Ari Aster. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Dude, like every time, there's that one account that I think we all follow that's so A24, pro A24. Yeah. They got to have a massive erection over this movie.
Yeah. But you know what? It's kind of, I hope it doesn't, like, hinder his career, because he's a decent filmmaker. But then again, you can overhype. It's like you said, it's the A24 thing. Is
it horror, or is he trying something new?
It looks kind of like I've read it's kind of like a fantasy horror, like comedy.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of looks like
it screams hard pass.
Like
yeah.
Like it looks like Bitch or Eternal Sunshine, like that kind of.
The description I read is a surrealist comedy horror movie.
Sounds great, and it looks. Yeah. I've heard it's like 3 hours.
Well, whoever's, I'll tell you this. And A24 is, because I wanted to slap somebody who said this. Elevated horror, that term, that phrase, whatever the hell, stop saying that. That's
Thanks a
not
lot,
gonna be
Jenna
damn
Ortega.
thing. People, I was talking to somebody and I was asking them about, I think it's Friday the 13th. And they're like, I'm only into elevated horror myself. Shut up. You ain't said that shit before you saw Scream 5.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, nobody
You never
used
said
that
that once
term
in your
until
damn
14
life.
months ago.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. I'm not into shut up. Scream is a slasher.
Wait, yeah, straight up. You had to watch a slasher to learn the term, right?
Yeah, so shut up.
Thanks a lot, Jenna Ortega. So,
the way I see it is anything A24, anything involved with A24, you know you're gonna get some weird in that movie. So
Yeah,
that's pretty much. I mean, that's what they go for.
yeah.
I like Ari Aster. I like his movies, and they're different, damn for sure. But yeah, he's just he's another good director. You know, don't overhype him. Don't hinder his career.
Yeah, I love both of the other movies. Or Hereditary, I thought they were both great. But it's like he's done 2 movies. I'm like,
It feels like Midsummer was like 5 years ago.
yeah, it's him at his most. Ari Aster
At his
like,
most.
fucking movie. I feel like we've only scratched the surface when you've only done 2 or 3 movies.
I'll stick with Jordan Peele.
I was about to say, you never heard anybody say Jordan Peele is at his most Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Christmas 2024, Jordan Peele at his most Jordan Peele, peeling Jordans of Jordan Peele.
Yeah. Like, if you said that 8 years ago, I would just assume it was really funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's him at his most Jordan.
But that's Jordan Peele, like...
Only the surface, we don't know him at his most.
Jordan Peele has carved out lanes in multiple genres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Ari Aster's never done a comedy.
Ari Aster is a horror guy who puts some lime and some paprika and mixes it into his one lane.
Yeah, like, seen him yet at his most Ari Aster, so I'm not going to say this bit. But anyway.
Hey, if y'all watching, listening, and think I'm a hater, I am being a hater. Because also that weekend, let me butcher this movie title right quick.
Oh, no.
Chevalier? That one?
Chevalier?
Yeah, I drove a Chevy
French.
Cavalier.
That one? This also reminds me of, what's the movie that come out like a year and a half, 2 years ago that had Peter Dinklage in it?
Oh, that's the
Cyrano?
original.
Cyrano?
Yeah, Cyrano.
That's what this reminds me of.
It's got the same.
The same what?
The dude that plays Chevalier.
Oh,
what's his
word?
name?
Kelvin Harrison Jr.?
Yeah. Chevalier looks okay.
I mean,
feel like I've seen
he looks like he's going to kill it.
Yeah.
It's just not my flavor. He was in Siriano.
trailer for like a year,
Yeah.
and then like I haven't seen it in like 2 or 3 months, and now it's coming out, and I feel like there's no.
I feel a pushback coming.
Yeah, like I don't know. Does it suck?
This will probably be limited. Who knows if we'll see it, but Ray Romano is directing a movie called Somewhere in Queens.
Who's directing it?
Ray Romano.
Did I
Ray
see it?
Romano.
Ray Romano. I think it's his directorial debut. He's going to be in it with Laurie Metcalf, Jennifer Esposito, Sebastian Maniscalco again.
Busy guy.
Don't know what A Tourist Guide to Love is, but it's a Netflix movie. Rachel Lee Cook.
Ooh. That's what she's promoting. She was on a podcast I was listening to.
And the 28th is like mildly stacked, again, depending on your taste. Peter Pan and Wendy is going to be on Disney Plus, directed by the director of Pete's Dragon, which was above average.
Yeah.
Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. This is not my flavor, but when I learned that it was directed by the director of The Edge of 17, like I'm more interested.
It looks funny.
It
too.
does look funny, and Rachel McAdams.
I read the book.
And the little girl from Ant-Man is with Maria Menounos before every movie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really good at the trivia. Even
Yeah.
though
Was that a perfect score?
it's always easy, and they're always shocked when they get it right.
Yeah.
Like,
And then Big George Foreman. What you say, Nick? You broke up.
Well, she's like, was this movie based on a book? And like, it's the question is Space Jam, and she like struggles. She goes, no, and they're like shocked. Anyway, it's just
At least she knew Star Wars didn't take place in L.A.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Good.
And then Big George Foreman also comes out. Looks kind of a little made for TV-ish, but if my theater gets it, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It seems like Netflix will put out.
Right?
Yeah, kind of.
Who's directing that?
George Tillman.
Oh man, really?
He's got a solid track record.
Yeah. I guess they ain't putting that much money behind it. Yeah, it kind of looks, I hate to say generic, but
Yeah.
You just reworded made for TV-ish.
hey, it's some crisp looking made for TV movies, you know.
That's a fact. So, let me see. What we going to go around the horn? Most anticipated for April? Nick?
I'll go at like, I was really excited for Air, and so
Still counts.
I might go with Evil Dead, just because I feel like it's got so much potential to be like a big surprise. I'm already like, oh, this looks great. Oh, it looks fun. I still feel like I'm gonna sit down and like cover my eyes and do all that shit, and that's fun.
Big baby.
I'm like more excited for that than Mario, I think. Even though I'm pretty excited for Mario, but I'm also 32.
Rocket?
Super Mario Brothers. Reason being, look, we all know video game movies are shit. Plain and simple. The Last of Us, and it's not a movie, it's a TV show, changed the perception of that in a sense for a TV series based off a video game.
That's true.
The Last of Us, did that for that. If Super Mario Brothers can be what we're thinking it can be with all that potential, this could be the year for video game in general.
Going forward,
TV
every
shows,
video
or
game
movies.
movie will be animated.
You know, so at the end of the day, this could be the year because, like I said, if you think about past, Uncharted, it was a fun, okay movie. Nothing great,
about
but
to bring that up.
It's not one of the worst contenders.
it was an okay movie. It was fun, for what it was. But
Yeah.
we had, Warcraft. I don't play the game. I was entertained. It was okay, but fans of that game hated. Most of them did not like the movie.
My biggest thing, like insight into Warcraft, is the Warcraft episode of South Park.
Yeah.
Like, every reference of the movie that I understood was because I've watched that episode a bunch of times. And like, I was just like, this isn't right. I was watching.
And I think the best video game adaptation up to date, and I thought it was above average, was the new Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander, which was pretty solid.
I don't disagree.
Which was pretty solid.
Yeah, it's up in my top like 3 or 5.
Yeah, so right now, my most anticipated one is Super Mario.
I thought the most recent Mortal Kombat in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got something. I'm about to say something on that. Go ahead.
Sonic the Hedgehogs they have to be in the upper echelon of good video game movies.
Do they
Mostly
though?
because they suck. Like, that's usually well, like, did Detective Pikachu suck? No. Okay, so it's one of the best video game movies by default.
And well, I guess I'm next.
Yeah, it's your turn. Go ahead.
So Super Mario Brothers. What's the Adam Sandler meme when he's in the classroom with all the kids? Billy Madison meme.
Okay,
That's me.
There's so many.
But anywho, and speaking on that, so they were so upset with Super Mario Brothers from the live action movie from 1993.
That never happened.
They for 30 years they didn't license out those rights to make another movie. So it's kind of a big deal. People forget about that. But using that as an example and using Uncharted and haven't seen the Warcraft movie. The thing is with these video game adaptations are people, the filmmakers, they take too much license. They see this as, I have a chance to make it the way I would like to see it. They don't respect the source material.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And then it comes out to just something with the name of something that's a video game.
Max Payne.
Oh my God, that should have been the best damn. That should have been John Wick for John Wick.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Facts.
And the Tomb Raider, I haven't seen the most recent one, but the ones with, I don't know why, I hated the first Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
I like the
they're
second
not
one
good.
better, which is funny. And
Great. They aren't great movies.
Yeah, they're not good.
And I'll tell you what,
not great.
In my opinion, I have a record for most movies I've seen. For the most times I've seen one movie in theaters, which is 8 times.
Max Payne.
Yeah, right. So there's a tie actually. It's 2 movies I saw 8 times. One is Jurassic Park.
Nice.
And the other one is Mortal Kombat 95.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
So the thing with Mortal Kombat is it goofy? Yes. Is it cheesy? Yes. But
It's
you know what? That's
movie.
what makes it good. It's a
Yeah.
damn movie, a supernatural movie about a fight tournament in a different realm. And they didn't try to make it anything that it wasn't.
The better.
And it's great. You got some kick-ass fight scenes. The effects are a little dated, but then again, look out. But I still think it holds up.
It's art compared to Annihilation.
What's that?
Said it's art compared to Annihilation.
Well, yeah, it's damn Godfather compared to Annihilation. And the most recent remake, once again with the license, I liked it. I recommended it, but you didn't need to bring a new character, Cole. Why?
Nah.
I agree.
Why? I mean, it was just bad. Put Johnny Cage there. Come on.
He was.
Are they even gonna make a second one? Because that's what they were teasing.
It's been quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Johnny
hear
Cage
every
was
so
second.
often that they're cooking something up.
But it was decent. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. These people, they don't respect the source material for some reason. They just want to make a movie. If you go back and don't slap me, Super Mario Brothers 93. If you take the name off of that movie and change the character's name, it's a horrible adaptation of Super Mario Brothers. But if it's a different movie, different characters, it's an okay movie.
Still trash.
Yes. I said it's if you ordered Blade Runner off of Wish.
There you go.
Super Mario Brothers.
Nick.
Oh my God.
Nick, the production designer from Blade Runner worked on that movie.
Yeah, you can tell. Like you look at it,
like for real.
it's like
But
this
yeah,
is Blade Runner.
But
No,
anyway,
Eric,
that's that. What's up?
You're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. Because look at, like I said, The Last of Us TV show. You bring in Neil Druckmann, who worked and he was a creator of the game. He knows that world. And then you brought the writer in from probably a great miniseries in Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Those two, Craig Mazin. So you got the guy who created this game for Naughty Dog, wrote it, knows the world, and then you got a great writer like that. Those two working together, that's why the game was phenomenal.
Yep.
And that's why that TV series worked just as good. Where, like you're saying, there's a lot of the video game, it's already laid out for a movie. Just follow the lore. Yes, you could take some liberties because certain things don't translate a certain way, so you got to adapt it. But sometimes, like you're absolutely right, well, if it was me, I would make this game this way, and that's what they do, and it has nothing to do with the lore, and it just goes to shit.
And let me tell you, Nick and Randy, did y'all watch The Last of Us TV show?
Not yet.
I did.
All right, so I won't spoil it for Randy. And like you said, Rocket, if you're gonna take the lore and expand it, like there's one episode where in the video game it was there was just a note in the video game, and they took that and made the best probably damn episode on the show.
Yep, I agree.
That's what you do when you're gonna take license or expand something.
So like, is your answer Super Mario Brothers?
Man, shut up. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, and like it's no way they can mess this up. It better be good at the least.
Nah, bro. Like, what's the worst Illumination Entertainment release? Hop. Still good. You know what I'm saying? So like, Illumination is sneakily like stealing DreamWorks like titles like the second best animation studio. because like nobody's catching Disney, and Pixar
No.
is a subsidiary of Disney, so like they're always at the top, right? But like Illumination and DreamWorks are like neck and neck for number 2, and Illumination might have it.
Yeah, I think so.
So like,
I feel like DreamWorks is getting like DreamWorks was kind of doing whatever for a while. They were like, Madagascar 3, fuck it. Like, like
they weren't not.
This one's about a snail that races. Like,
That snail went to Indianapolis, sir.
not that they're bad. And like now I feel like it's like they're doing The Bad Guys, which was really good.
Fire.
And like Boots, which was really above average. And they did a How to Train Your Dragon like 3, which was really good. And I trust them more now. When DreamWorks puts out something new, I'm like,
But
for maybe Troll.
they're putting out something in June that we're gonna bring up. But
Oh yeah.
And this,
Universal
There's
owns
also-
both of them, so it's like Universal has
Yeah.
the second and third best animation studios. But my
And
most
I
anticipated,
think Leica would be pretty good too. Leica.
I wish they came
just
out
don't
more
put as
frequently.
much. Yeah, they don't put out much though.
Yeah, they my most anticipated for April is Between Air, Mario, and Renfield. And I think I'm leaning Mario. But let's break right quick. All right, time for May. First weekend in May, May 5th. There's only one movie that comes out. There's only one movie that matters, like all of May. James Gunn saying so long to the MCU. Probably the only movie in this wave of Marvel Cinematic Universe releases that won't be affected by whoever was running Disney or whatever. Because it's James Gunn. He knows the Guardians of the Galaxy universe. And I'm sure whoever was doing Disney, I don't know names at Disney, whatever. Stupid white guys in suits. But yeah, dude, it's Guardians. Like, I have my theories, as I'm sure we all do. But I just like, we've loved these characters 9 years, and I'm hyped to see what happens.
I got the trailer played in front of Air yesterday, and I had a lady behind me go, "They're doing another one." That doesn't bode well for it, but yeah,
You
I'm
sad elderly normie.
30 or 40. Like she wasn't that old. She was like, "They're doing another one of these," but who knows? Like, I don't know. Who knows? People are dumb.
People are dumb.
I don't. Is it still my most anticipated for the year?
Yes.
It's gotta be. If it's not one, it's two. Because we didn't have a Flash trailer the last time we did, like
That's
the New
true.
Year episode. But yeah,
That is
I mean,
true.
it's gonna be great. Was it gonna suck? Like no. Like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 sucks. It's like no, it doesn't. No, it won't.
Will
If
it?
it sucks, I'll start believing the superhero fatigue thing.
Is it going to
I'll start-
surpass
Yeah.
Captain America as the best MCU trilogy?
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Probably.
True. It's true. It's better than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'll start believing the superhero fatigue thing. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 falters in any way. Because I don't trust reviewers.
I want to know
anymore.
is if there's any possibility at a 4. Like, do we get like a remixed Guardians team? Because we're supposed to be like intergalactic in the MCU now.
I don't know. I mean, what are they all gonna do?
No. I think
That would be cool.
Bautista's kind of already said that he won't come back because he likes where Drax's story finished or whatever. And
Yeah.
whoever Quill is screaming at, I'm pretty sure is toast. So
Yeah.
It's probably the Raccoon,
that's what I'm thinking.
but I don't know. I don't know.
As much as they've
Well, there's a
had
thing
like
that-
their like dick measuring contests since Volume 2,
Yeah.
it's got to be like they they really care about each other. They've been in the MCU timeline, been together 10+ years, whatever.
So-
It's
Go ahead, Nick.
no. I'm just saying. No, it's gonna be great. I don't care what anybody says about fatigue. I'm excited for it.
Rocket, it's your namesake. Say something.
It's pretty much so. The theory going around is look at the colors at the title of all the Guardian.
That character has
That's the
died.
theory. Yep. The first one was like had that
Wooden.
tannish greens or whatever. It's Groot. The second one had that blue tone to it, and what's his name? Rucker, his character passed away.
Yandu.
Yandu passed away. These colors show,
Like a raccoon.
yep, like Rocket's colors. Now, if the theory is right, it's Rocket, but it could also just be a misdirect. Like Randy was saying, Bautista said he's done after this. So, could it be him? Maybe. Maybe it's two characters that pass away. I mean, we don't know yet. You know, that
Possible.
could be it, you know. So
There's like 3 villains.
exactly. And not only that is they're saying this is gonna be the last time this group is together. I don't see all of them leaving. I can see some of them coming back in, you know,
Yeah.
Secret Wars or like different, you know, movies as cameos. But sooner or later, I agree with Nick with the superhero fatigue. I mean, I feel like, and I know normies don't care, but when that was announced about, you know, DC, Shazam, it's dead in the water. You know, I want to see how everybody's going to see the Flash, regardless what they want to see succeed or fail. Just want to see because of all the hype that happened with Ezra Miller and all that. So I think that's going to be okay. Aquaman, the first one, $1 billion movie. Let's see what happens with this one. I mean, no way Guardians of the Galaxy, no matter what people are saying about James Gunn and upset with him, there's no way this does not succeed.
That's it. Like normies, like you said, like that chick behind me didn't even know. So all the news that has been out in the last years with James Gunn getting fired from Guardians 3, then getting rehired for Guardians 3, then making Guardians 3, then putting out the Suicide Squad, then becoming the head of DC, then putting out other shit, putting out the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 Super Bowl trailer. She missed all of that. Every second of all. They're doing another one. So it's like we can't gauge public interest on.
Yeah.
We can't do it, and they keep trying.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, Nick, because I got some good news for y'all. There's no such thing as, and there probably never will be, as comic book movie fatigue.
Nah.
I agree.
Because you know what? The first time I heard that phrase, are we finally tired of comic book movies? That was X3.
X3, yeah. Is it?
Wow.
The thing is,
that's what I like tell people. Like people forget.
yeah.
Like it kind of was. Like X3 was like not great. And it's like well we had a good run.
And that's my second part of
It still made bank
but
over
it
Memorial
wasn't.
Day weekend.
The thing is, you ever heard of animation fatigue? You ever heard of comedy fatigue? You ever heard of action movie fatigue?
Yeah.
A good movie is a good movie. A bad movie is a
That's
bad
it.
movie. And
Facts.
there are going to be those things.
Facts.
And comic book movies aren't going anywhere.
As I
No.
said, like
And but people target it
It's popular.
with the comic book fatigue crap. But no, going to Guardians, it's something interesting that I like about James Gunn as a filmmaker. He doesn't play around. And take away, spoil it, get the hell out of here. If somebody out there listening ain't seen Avengers Endgame, then get a life. You know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So take away Tony Stark.
Which they did.
The only the only other meaningful death, in my opinion, in the MCU is, spoiler, is Yondu.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it.
Wrong.
The MCU, for as great as it is, they have a problem with committing and a problem with consequence.
Yeah.
Nick Fury, Gamora, Loki. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what else, Nick?
Black Widow to an extent.
Black Widow, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she's still technically, we really need a prequel.
Heimdall. Literally everybody that has died has come back in some way.
Yeah, there's no And Loki got a whole going on a whole second season since he got his ass.
Bro.
See, and like Eric, you said about the Black Widow movie, I think that could have been. It could have been the same exact movie, but that could have done better in a sense if it was dropped even before.
Or led into, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
because you're watching a movie about a character, you already know what happened. Like we've seen stuff like that before, but how good is the movie? Like the movie was okay, it was entertaining, it was what it was. But I think if they would have dropped it before Endgame, now she's technically still alive, and it would have, I think, done better in the theater, even though it was that day and date release, type stuff. But I think it would have done a little bit better in the theater.
Because it ends with her going to the jet off to the Infinity War. Like, I'm gonna go find Steve.
Yeah.
Fine. Like, they could have really put that post-credit scene on top of something else. Like, maybe put it on Endgame or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked the movie. But yes, they don't ever commit to anybody dying. Ever.
I agree.
But
Ever.
May 12th, we got Nick's truly most anticipated movie of the year, Book Club: The Next Chapter.
Whoa. What you doing, Randy?
I'm pressing on through May.
No, you forgot about the obviously best movie that's going to release on May 5th.
We talked about Guardians.
No, we talk about One Ranger.
That's not on my list.
Yeah, it's a limited release with John Malkovich, Thomas Jane.
Yeah,
And
Box Office Mojo has it. I don't care.
Y'all don't care. No, let's get it. No, go ahead.
So, Book Club: The Next Chapter. The Jennifer Lopez movie, The Mother, is on Netflix. Ironically, not really scheduled against it because one is on Netflix, but the Robert Rodriguez directed Ben Affleck movie, Hypnotic, comes out that same weekend.
I need a trailer for that.
Yeah, I do too. But
That the alcohol?
my theater won't get Hypnotic, so I'm probably not going to the movies this weekend.
No Book Club?
Do I look 75?
I saw the trailer for Book Club 2, and like right after the trailer for 80 for Brady, and I was confused. I was like, wait, what? Is this
A trailer for the movie that I'm here to watch?
a different movie in my head? And then Jane Fonda did another movie with Lily Tomlin. Like
that one.
Wait, the same movie keeps coming out over and over.
It doesn't not.
It's like every movie now, like Going in Style, the Last Vegas. It's quick. He's just doing the same movie over and over. The one he did with Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, I don't remember.
He did one though, and it was just like it's always a title like "Too Old for This Shit."
All the money spends the same.
And I'm like, they're just putting out the same shit over and over again.
All right. So that weekend is kind of a dud. The weekend... What?
I'll probably see Hypnotic, but I need a trailer.
Yeah. I mean, my theater won't get it. That'll be a blind buy for me. The weekend of May 19th is all about family at the movies and bad remakes. Because Fast X is coming. It's got to be better than 9. It's just got to be better than 9.
I don't care if it is. I love the trailer for Fast X. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
I do too.
Every time I'm at the theater, I'm like, let's go.
Like,
I don't need a trailer for it.
They're doing, like, I always had this, like, idea in my head, like, I want Cole Hauser to come back from Too Fast. Like, it's been 20 years, 20 years in prison, come back for revenge. Brian's gone, but Ludacris and Tyrese are still there. Fuck it. And then, what's my man's name from Fast and Furious? John Ortiz. Like, one of those two guys come back for a revenge movie. But Jason Momoa is the villain because they killed his dad in Fast 5. It's kind of the same concept. And, like, all his lines, like, what's he say? Death, something about death when suffering is owed. Like that's a badass line.
Hard. That's hard as hell.
Yeah.
Cole Hauser is arguably more famous now than he has ever been in
Facts.
his like third career.
Facts.
They bring him back for a cameo.
So like Jason Momoa could be a badass villain. I just don't want him to be a part of the team in Fast 11.
It's coming.
It is coming.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry.
The last like 4 Fast villains are a part of the team now. It's kind of dumb.
And like,
And speaking of that, I think they're worse with the MCU as far as like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's part of why I don't like F9. Because they keep retconning, and the F9 retcon was fucking ridiculous.
bringing
Han.
was as much as I love, and as much as I love this trailer, like Jason Statham asking Han if he can still drive.
You still
like,
know how to
that's
drive?
insane. I'm like, oh my god, this is so stupid. But like, I love it, and like Charlize Theron looks like she's gonna be part of the group.
Man, they better the fuck not.
Bro, yeah. I'm telling you, like, her and Letty are going to have that fight, and then they're just going to, like, hug it out because neither one of them died.
It's
So-
gonna be like Hobbs and Shaw.
So help us stop him.
Yeah,
Man, no.
So Michelle Rodriguez made a comment in an interview saying there's going to be someone, an appearance by a character, and everybody's going to be shocked.
Man,
So it's either
it better be
Ron-
Jesse from the first one.
It's either going to be one of two things. It's either going to be Paul Walker's character coming back somehow, some way, like how they finished 7, or when Gal Gadot jumped off that airplane, she put a Wonder Woman shit on.
That's what I heard.
Because that's pretty much what I'm thinking.
That's what I heard, that Gal Gadot might be in this movie.
Come on. That's gonna make it even worse with the consequences.
Exactly.
Nobody.
And I heard, like, wasn't the original rumor that, like, Brie Larson was Brian's sister, and she's already, like, spoiled who she really is?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
How do you not know? He had a kid with your sister, and yet now you're meeting his sister? Like, some of this shit don't make sense, bro.
Yeah, then his mother,
Right, is Rita Moreno Vin Diesel's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Where was she the whole time?
Yeah, exactly. That's 20,
Man,
what,
hey, she's
something.
Latin. Discipline your kids, man.
It's been 20 years.
This is cinema.
Yeah, it's gonna be,
Bring
but
Bring back Ja Rule. Bring back Michael Ealy.
Ooh, baby.
like I said, bring back Jesse from the first one. Even though he
Devin
got shot
Dookie.
20 times, that don't seem to stop other
Yeah.
people from
Bring
coming
back Jin.
Oh, my God.
It would be funny as fuck if like Gal Gadot came back, but she was all fucked up. Like, her face all dark. Like,
Oh, my God.
I'm still here. And he'd be like,
Oh,
ooh.
skip Ja Rule. Y'all gotta bring back Monica.
Like, it's getting, like you said, it's getting ridiculous because first it was a small group. I mean, now it's like,
Extended family.
I don't even, it's like United Nations. It's like
I was
everybody's.
about to say bring back Hector, but they already did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you leave it just like the little things in the church. Like, you just look. And she's like, I just know everyone at this table has had a hard road. And it's like fucking Han is sitting there. And it's like, yeah, he died. Like, it's, like,
So I forgot what the hell happened to. They were looking for him and then just never mentioned him again. Kurt,
Yeah.
Mr. Nobody.
yeah. Yeah, he wasn't in 9, was he? I haven't watched 9.
But he was part of, because he had a cameo with Han.
Yeah. Kurt Russell was just in the retcon.
Yeah, it was a flashback cameo, and Kurt Russell was there, but man, rewatch.
I don't
that.
know.
Oh, God.
We'll,
Like, yeah, I haven't,
Wikipedia has Scott Eastwood credited, so maybe we'll get answers.
Mm.
the one character that wants to come
Right.
back. Like, it's fine.
Also that weekend, we got the White Man Can't Jump remake on Hulu. Like, it's gonna be bad because it's directed by the same guy that did the House Party remake.
Really?
No.
Yeah, so like,
No.
I give the House Party remake credit for not trying to like shot for shot redo the classic. So this is just gonna be, maybe this is just a basketball movie called White Man Can't Jump that isn't anything like the first one.
It doesn't look like the first one. I didn't even like. The only thing that clued me into it being a trailer, like when it came on, was that what's his name is not like a movie guy. So I knew he was in it. So I was like, oh wait, is this White Men Can't Jump? What's the name? Jack the Rapper.
Yeah, Harlow.
Oh, he should be called Jack the Rapper. I just made that up.
I just made that up. Like the Wesley Snipes character is played by the guy that played 50 Cent's son in Power. That's the only reason I know who he is.
And Jack the Rapper.
And Lance Reddick is in it.
Unfortunately, yeah, I was about to say one of his last performances. I think he has like 4 more projects that have completed with him in it. Lance Reddick.
I can't commit to watching it that weekend, but I'll eventually watch it.
I'll watch it. Like, I'll rewatch the first one and then watch it. It's on Hulu. It's kind of like Murder Mystery 2. It's like, I'll watch it. All I have to do is turn on my TV. Like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. So, let's close out May. The weekend of the 26th, Memorial Day weekend. Got the live action Little Mermaid remake. That was a good trailer.
I'm watching that.
That was a good trailer.
Day one, I'm afraid.
About My Father, the Sebastian Maniscalco, Robert De Niro. This shit looks funny.
It does.
There's one older couple that it's always like,
That shit looks funny.
It looks pretty funny.
I recognize, man, The Machine. I recognize this director's name from something. Oh, the director of Keanu is directing The Machine.
Nah.
So,
Keanu was so funny, dude.
right?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, really?
So how do we hang up on Rocket?
Nah, bro. I never seen Keanu.
Bro, Keanu is like that.
Keanu is hilarious.
I've seen like
There's
one
one
trailer for The Machine. I think like Mark Hamill does like Speed or something.
Oh, yeah. It might be funny.
And then
I'm sure. But it's like, I don't want to say it's based on a true story, but it's like an extension, I think, of a story he tells about
something like
meeting
that.
somebody.
Is he like a stand-up and it's probably based on one of his gags or something?
I always heard that Van Wilder was loosely based on Burt Kreischer's like college experience. Like I think he goes and tells stories and they make things out of them. I think this is that. Like he had a story about somebody and they called him the Machine, and then he ended up meeting like terrorists or something like that.
Dang.
I'm like, that's kind of fun.
There's a little blurb about that on Wikipedia, on his Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
This becoming the basis for Van Wilder.
See,
And then the director of Snitch and Angel Has Fallen is doing a movie called Kandahar with Gerard Butler.
Sounds kind of racist.
I mean, if Plane was above average, this should be better than that.
Plane was good. I'm sorry.
Right?
I agree.
I love Plane. I had to calm my, like, no pun intended, I had to, like, cool my jets. Because I was like, that 4-star movie if I've ever seen one.
There was
Then,
some
like,
pun in there. There was some intended pun in there.
I was like, I don't know if it was a 4-star movie, but it was good.
And then this is probably the A24 that's more up my alley. You Hurt My Feelings, starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Sounds like a winner to me. I think she plays an author and her husband like didn't like her work, so they separate.
That's boring as hell.
Well, fuck you.
That sounds boring as hell. It might be good. Something being just like A24, like the new A24, like that means nothing to me. That's like saying the new Paramount comes out. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
What is it? I need a trailer. Hypnotic. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's. I'm sure it's gonna be cool, but like, I need a trailer to get hype on it at all.
Most anticipated for May, Guardians around the board. Anybody got something different?
Fast X.
You liar.
We talked more about Earth than we did Guardians.
No, we did not.
We did. We're all excited. Once it gets closer, I'm always like, I'll do Fast and Furious. Like, I don't care how stupid it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But another break, then we'll do June. Last month on this episode, the first weekend of June, 2nd, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Goes without saying. So let's move on. No, I'm just playing. What can we say? Like, everybody's been hyped for a Spider-Verse sequel since 2018.
Yep.
Like, I'm I'm still like dying on the hill of I want 90s Spider-Man in this movie, and he probably won't be. But there'll be cool enough characters that I'll still love it. I heard, don't quote me, we might get a new trailer tomorrow.
Interesting.
And I say tomorrow knowing that this episode will probably be posted after the trailer drops.
I wonder if they're going to do it for the NCAA finals game.
Yeah, I was thinking that. It'll probably be halftime or something during the championship.
I heard we are getting another superhero movie trailer tomorrow that we do not have yet.
Blue Beetle?
So, one that the trailer has not dropped yet.
Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
Blue Beetle. That's what I heard.
I like it.
Should have Zam would have made sense, but no, it's coming before Mario.
It'll be just like the other day when Elemental dropped the trailer, and then fuck it, another animated trailer. The Trolls trailer dropped on the exact same day.
Mm-hmm. I was not even 100% sure Trolls was coming out this year. Like I was like, oh really? We're doing this. This is happening. A third Troll.
It feels like we just got Trolls World Tour.
I know. I haven't rewatched it, but it was like the thick of the pandemic. That was like time that things were going to be okay. Like it did really well on like pay-per-view or whatever, video on demand. Yeah. Like it was like, oh, maybe we'll be okay. Maybe cinema's not dead. And it's like, duh. People watched movies. Anyway.
Yeah, everybody's sick, but Universal was just like, no, we're dropping Trolls.
Right.
And Warner Brothers was like, no, we're dropping Scoob. There's no way around it.
We'll cure this thing. It's like, what? Trolls was better than Scoob, in my opinion.
Yes.
Anyway, why are we talking about Trolls?
Because Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man.
Ever since the Shattered Dimensions game, I've always loved like Spider-Man 2099, so I'm really hyped to see Oscar Isaac get way more to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just did Into the Spider-Verse. I feel like I'm always like humble bragging. I'm not trying to, but I saw it. It was like a week early. It was like a thing, but it was like I used to get like email invites. It's like you're invited, and it really wasn't anything special. You just had to get a ticket and go. And I was like, oh, cool. And like, it was in a smaller theater, not the teeny tiny, but like a more mid-sized theater, and it was completely full.
Mid-sized
sedan.
sedan.
About like, energy. Like I talk about like my expectations for it weren't that high. Like it was like, oh, this will probably be cool. Animated Spider-Man, like that's cool. And like everybody left like, oh, like game changer. Like people aren't ready. That's what I was telling people. I was like, y'all aren't ready for this movie. Like this movie's crazy good. So that's lofty expectations now for the second one that I didn't have going in the first one. First one, I was like, oh, this is cool. Christmas with Spider-Man, like that's cool. More excited for Aquaman. And it was like, no.
You stupid boy.
But like now, I'm like, if this isn't as good, what are we gonna do?
They put what did Sony have in the theater like December of 2017, and it had like a little sneak peek trailer for Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I spent the whole year ready, like bro, like this is gonna be the shit.
No, I was like, this is cool. I don't know why we didn't get it in live action, but like this is cool, like cool, whatever. Yeah, I'll go see it early. Like, yeah, that's cool. I even thought like at the time, I was like, am I an adult? I want to see it early. And then I got there and it was like, no. So I was like, all right, we're the nerds. Like, we're gonna watch this. Fuck it.
Was it Far From Home? Was it attached to Far From Home?
It might have been. If not that, then Venom. No, Venom was 18.
I think it was like where they usually slide in the post-credit scenes, but I think it was like that was the first part of it, and all that. I think it was from Far From Home.
Possibly.
Far From Home was after.
Far From Home, not No Way Home.
Yeah, Far From Home was in.
Yeah, you're right.
It was at Homecoming. It was a Homecoming. It was one of the. I think it was one of the.
It was something.
There was end of Venom, but that was like 2 months before it came out. Hell, I don't know.
Anyway, Eric, Spider-Verse thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay, the Boogeyman.
I mean, yeah, what else can you say about it? You know, first day, first weekend at the least. Is
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think only
Yeah.
Shamik Moore, Hedy Steinfeld, and Jake Johnson might be the only 3 main Spider characters coming back.
Mm.
What about his mom?
Duh, the parents, fool.
It's a spider.
Duh, the parents, fool. But
Oh man.
Oh,
Daniel Kaluuya is gonna be interesting. Jason Schwartzman's playing one of the villains.
Was it? Yeah, I saw him in the cast. Oh man. But yeah, so what is next?
So again, the Boogeyman. It's more
So
up y'all's alley.
no, well, you ain't the Boogeyman. There's no just the Boogeyman. Boogeyman.
Boogeyman? Barry Watson? From like 20 years ago, remember that? Nobody?
Yes.
Boogeyman? Remember Boogeyman? It's great. It wasn't.
It was January trash.
There it was.
Yeah.
Right. People were excited.
I don't know. I like a good Stephen King adaptation. We'll see what they do with this.
Stephen
one.
King probably saw that movie in 2005 and was like, I can do that better.
I mean, it's did they PG-13 this? I didn't even pay attention.
It's a good question.
I haven't seen the trailer. Isn't there a trailer for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh yeah.
it's actually
I have
creepy.
not trailer.
I don't see a rating.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Really?
Not seen the trailer for it.
Probably seen it like 4 times. They just keep showing it every movie I go see.
It's actually pretty creepy.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've had a trailer play in front of every movie.
Or
For
I'm
the
just a
longest
man,
time,
baby.
it was the Shazam trailer.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Like every movie, I would even go to the bathroom. I was like, you know what? I got time.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know. It should be interesting. I don't know how familiar y'all are with Stephen King. Y'all read Stephen King? Anybody?
Here and there.
I
Yeah,
could.
but
I own The Shining now.
do y'all have
I just got the
Night
8 audio
Shift.
book.
Night Shift Collection? I think the Boogeyman was in there. The Night Shift Collection is one of his famous books with his short stories, and it was one of those in there.
Is the Running Man in it?
Running Man was his own thing, if I'm not mistaken.
That was, wasn't that a
By
pseudonym?
Richard Bachman.
There you go.
Richard Bachman. Yep.
All right. Also that weekend, another A24 movie that's getting a little hype is Past Lives.
Ooh.
Past Lives.
I haven't heard of it. I haven't seen the
I haven't heard
trailer.
of it.
Fuck me, right? Okay, moving on to June 9th. The weekend of June 9th, we got a Transformers movie not directed by Michael Bay that actually looks pretty fun. Transformers Rise of the Beast, directed by the director of Creed 2.
Yes. Was that Cable? What's his name?
Stephen Cable Jr.
Yeah.
It actually
Did he-
upsets me that I'm going to end up rewatching all the Michael Bay's trash to get to this one.
Well, man, it's probably even. How many?
And by Michael Bay's trash, I mean Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night.
Yeah.
Really,
The Last Night
really
was
hyped to
terrible.
rewatch Bumblebee.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
That was good.
you named 3. I'm not excited. Even like the first one is not that great to me. Like the first one's fine. The third one's fine.
Yeah, I think 1 and
Yeah.
3 are watchable.
3 is too long. Even
It
though
is.
it's like 5, it's way too long.
Definitely.
Then 4 is too long. It sucks.
The best part of 3 is when they destroy Chicago.
Yeah.
It was right
but
there.
to see that was just.
It was right there.
Wow. Yeah.
The same guy didn't do Bumblebee that's doing the new one.
No.
Nah.
No,
It looks like Bumblebee though. It's the same vibe.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That's why I want to know where it falls in continuity.
Yep. And I think that's what hurt Bumblebee the movie was because everybody saw the first 5 Transformers. They would just transform it out with the trash they were throwing out. That it affected Bumblebee, which was something totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bumblebee was like far and away the best Transformers movie. Like far and away. And it wasn't that great. Like it was like good. I was like, oh, finally. It was good. And like to me it was like hands down. Like, oh, this is so much better than all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Including the animated one.
Yeah.
Which is
Yes.
fun, but not actually that great of a movie.
Yeah.
It's fun though. But I'm excited. I watched Beast Wars as a kid more than I ever watched Transformers. Beast Wars used to be on like in the mornings when I'd be getting ready for whatever I was doing as a child. School, probably.
I was about to say, it's called school, Nick,
My job.
of going to school.
Yeah. The bus.
Also, the weekend of the 9th, we got Strays. The Red Band trailer for this kills me. The Red Band trailer for this movie is hysterical.
It's funny as shit.
Will Ferrell's going to bite Will Forte's dick off.
I'm glad
Coached by Jamie
they
Foxx.
still give movies like this a chance. I don't know why, like as a culture, Americans are so far behind in this type of humor, like animated, hardcore animation or movies like this and stuff. Like we're way behind.
This is a more accurate version of The Secret Life of Pets.
Pretty much.
Universal's they're the only studio doing shit like this now. Like
Yeah.
Good Boys and
Yeah.
like Cocaine Bear, even like Megan, like they're the only ones who are like, that sounds great to me. Let's do it. Like somebody working there who's just like an asshole. Like it's like, dude, I've got this movie about Cocaine Bear. It's like that's what it's called. That's hilarious.
And you would think, you would hope, like more studios would. I mean, if it's made well, I mean,
Copycat culture.
Cocaine.
Cocaine Bear was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You're starting to see more like risky action movies. Like that movie out, it's called Sisu. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah.
I've seen that trailer a few times.
It looks hilarious in that it's so violent and over the top. I feel like we're getting more of that and less comedy. And I feel like it's almost like that vibe. Like everybody thinks comedy is.
I hate to be like that Todd Phillips guy, but he's not wrong. Like cancel culture kind of made artists scared to be like push the envelope funny.
Right.
Yeah.
People feel that way. I don't necessarily think that that's true.
Yeah,
but
it's
people feel that way. They're like,
because it's like Todd Phillips is doing Joker. Adam McKay's trying to win awards. Nobody else is doing like mature comedy anymore.
Like,
and what is the last good parody movie? You can't even really remember it, can you?
Nope.
Are there any?
Yeah,
Was
that's
it like,
the thing.
Was it like Scary Movie or Haunted House?
Yeah.
What the,
Scary Movie
I don't
2.
even remember.
He said good parody movie. But like
Touché.
They're remaking the Naked Gun. Imagine how
Eventually.
Why?
Isn't Liam Neeson doing that?
Yeah, Liam Neeson.
Why? It's
And like I spoke on that, he made a quote. He's like there's some real funny stuff in there. I'm like, I fucking hope so.
Right?
I mean, to me, you can look at Dungeons as like a parody movie.
Yeah.
It's almost tongue in cheek to the almost there.
It was like, imagine like Monty Python had to make Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It might come out kind of like that. Like it was kind of a parody movie. Why it's going to work for broader audiences. But yeah, there hasn't been like a really good spoof movie. I didn't watch History of the World Part 2. Even though it's not technically a movie, I have not watched it yet.
All right. So that's out already. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. Maybe that's great. It's Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's great. But I don't know.
I just feel like directors nowadays are just, with the way things are now, people are soft nowadays. Nobody has tough skin. It's come on. It's like you can tell when people are being serious, and you can tell when people are actually joking, and they're poking fun of themselves as well.
Kids today are
and people
punks.
just take things too damn serious.
I'm like I feel like the fear of that is like taking over. It's like you had like Friends the other day, and she was like, "There's a whole generation of people who watch Friends, and they're offended by it." And I was like, "Because it was offensive."
Offended by it. Oh my god!
But
if you're offended by Friends, you got problems.
Friends is amazing.
Yeah. It's like cancel Friends. It's just like if you did Friends today,
Cancel these nuts.
It's
Yeah.
that. People
Bro, they cancel Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah,
I love that motherfucker.
to be fair,
I'm like, what?
Oh,
That's a cartoon.
Pepe Le Pew is a predator. She's clearly trying to get away from him.
oh man.
but I don't think anybody. But I think it's that fear, and that is kind of the fear. It's the fear more than anything that is kind of like neutralizing comedy. Like people talk about The Office. I'm like, they're not wrong. There's so much offensive shit in The Office, but it was also like 20 years ago. If they did The Office today, you could still do it. But just don't
And the thing is, people like to just find stuff to just cancel. It's
That's
not
it.
offensive for
That's
offensive sake. There is context and weight behind the joke.
People are sensitive, and we can't laugh at each other anymore.
Anytime
It's like when Michael.
It's the point of the joke that he's doing an Indian accent to Mindy Kaling. Like, it's
and what does she do when he does that?
Point. Yeah.
Yeah, people would just cut that clip of him doing it and not show her slapping him after.
Yeah, it's the whole point of that whole episode where they're
there's the
Martin Luther King. Like, it's so stupid. That is the point, though. And like Tropic Thunder. That's how I know.
Man.
Like,
You know what was hilarious about that? And I'm we would get on that some other time, but yeah.
But that's how I know it's not really the same thing that everybody thinks it's so prevalent. It's like somebody always brings up Tropic Thunder, and there are always way more people who are like, Tropic Thunder was great. Like, we just didn't get it.
Ben Stiller come out like a month ago. Dude, I don't apologize for shit.
Yeah, like, no, it's like, no, this was you're making the point. It was the point.
Exactly.
You didn't watch it.
All right.
So, if you made Tropic Thunder today, you would have to make some different choices. You just would.
Oh, yeah.
Lastly,
Blazing Saddles, to me, is one of the best ones. Blazing Saddles, that'll never, ever be made again.
But you don't need another Blazing Saddles. Now, it's like we had Blazing Saddles 45 years ago, and it was great, and it spoke to the moment. Now, we're in a different moment. So just make
yeah.
And people act it's like, oh, that's so hard, though. It's like, it really isn't. Like, Strays looks hilarious, and at no point was I like, oh, no. Now, the dog is humping the lawn now.
No.
Like, at no point was I offended by that. No.
I have a penis, and getting my penis bit off is offensive. Cancel this movie.
Like, PETA isn't. But, like, PETA aren't going to see it and think, oh, these are real dogs. This is an hour. It's like, no, it's not.
Dude,
they aren't
might.
real dogs. Fuck. Like,
But,
you can do speak to the now. It's not that. I don't think it's as hard as people make it out to be. But I do think there is a fear of it, and that's why we are getting less movies like The Hangover.
Yeah.
You know, things like that, which may be a good thing. I don't need another road trip. We probably don't need another American Pie. Like, we probably don't. As much as we go, we probably don't need that. What's the movie coming out? What's it called? Joyride?
That looks funny.
That's speaking to now. That looks like it speaks to the moment now.
Yeah.
It's going to be... Anyway.
Yeah, bro, like, the best part in that trailer, no ching chongs on the slide. Fuck you.
Fuck.
That's amazing. I love it. But lastly, on the weekend of the 9th, we got the Eva Longoria directed Flamin' Hot on Hulu. Anybody heard of this? Eric's going to watch it.
I thought that was...
Isn't that about the creator about the Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
I think that's what it is.
The janitor claimed to have invented... Color me interested.
I thought that was...
I guess he was a janitor. And this is from the stories I hear, like, not sure if it's true or not, but he was a janitor, and I don't know what was going on, so he took regular Cheetos and he just messed around with stuff at home and offered them this, and that's how they got this.
Who knows if I'll watch it, but it sounds interesting.
I thought that was a movie. I feel like you were kidding.
Wow.
But later that night, I read that it was called Flaming Hot. And I was like, really? It's about? Surely it's about something.
All right. The weekend of the 16th is the most stacked weekend in June. Like, I'll eventually watch all these movies, starting with The Flash. I've wanted a Flash movie since I was a kid. Not an Ezra Miller fan, but it's what we got.
Dad love.
It's like Nick like straight froze.
It's the same kid from Justice League, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, it's not the same without him. I was like, okay, I guess.
But it's like they're doing.
He didn't even know.
DC's doing their own No Way Home. Am I right?
Pretty much.
I hope I love it. The trailer was great. That's the trailer that I see in front of everything.
Yeah,
Flash.
Yep. Pixar is doing Elemental, which is nothing like Inside Out. Don't say it is. Don't say it is.
totally, dude.
It's not.
Totally.
I'm
sure it'll be great.
Yeah, it's Pixar.
The trailers aren't really selling me on like the uniqueness of the idea, because it looks kind of like it's like this is air. Air's crazy, and then it's like a car whizzes by and the cloud like poofs. And it's
I love it.
But yeah, I'm excited.
It's the same director as The Good Dinosaur, which is probably one of Pixar's more underrated movies.
It's good. It's good.
Wes Anderson is dropping Asteroid City. Dug the trailer.
Yep. I saw it first time last night before Dungeons and Dragons.
Chris Hemsworth is dropping Extraction 2 on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's finally coming out.
What, Nick?
Why would the Asteroid City trailer play in front of Dungeons and Dragons? Like,
right.
Who's the crowd for that? I don't know. Maybe I'm living in the past. I used to think trailers were meant to like. It's like Mario's coming out, so like 10 animated movies drop trailers in the last like week. It's like Asteroid City. It's from the makers of the Grand Budapest Hotel that you all love.
Isle of Dogs.
Yeah.
Did you love Isle of Dogs? The Fantastic Mr. Fox? Well, here's
Yeah.
Asteroid City, and that's not animated at all.
It's nothing like that. But
All right, we did Extraction. The Blackening also comes out that weekend. Looks very funny.
Yes, it does.
I feel like the trailer came out, people talked about it for like 2 days, and nobody else brought it up.
I missed the trailer for that.
Well, you missed.
I did, and I haven't seen it play in front of anything.
And then, circling back, from the director of Good Boys comes No Hard Feelings, starring Jennifer Lawrence, which also looks pretty funny, and is also a comedy in the same lane that we were talking about.
Yeah. It does look. It's a funny trailer,
right? I don't know what the perfect find is, but that's on Netflix too, and Gabrielle Union's in it.
Ooh. They will not market it until like 2 days before it comes out.
Nah.
And then they'll raise our prices.
Yes. Want to see this without less commercials? $30 a month. So, here we go. 3 movies on the weekend of the 30th. I don't know if you guys have heard of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, but that's coming out. Here's the DreamWorks movie that I referenced earlier. Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
Again,
do I care? I think a trailer's out.
The trailer's out.
It is out.
Yeah, it's out.
I don't know if I care.
New DreamWorks, I'm most likely there.
I went and saw the Spirit movie, so I'll probably watch this.
It kind of reminds me of a wannabe turning red.
Right? And then
that DreamWorks does. It looks like isn't she like a fish woman?
yes.
Fish girl. So it's just Luca meets turning red.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
pretty much.
who
Yeah,
is
there
it?
you go.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Luca meets turning red.
Like
It's
the
a nice. I like the twist on the villain. That's pretty interesting.
the mermaid girl is a bully.
Yeah.
That's what DreamWorks do. They're like, oh, Bug's Life.
Here's ants. What if we take out all the bugs except the ants?
This isn't similar at all, I guess. It's Finding Nemo. Well, here's one about fish that you may
Shark
not see.
Tale.
Like, tail? Really? Okay.
And
Wild and Madagascar were like the same movie.
I think Madagascar came out first on that side.
True.
Yeah.
Harold and the Purple Crayon also comes out that weekend. Zachary Levi, Zoe Deschanel, directed by a guy that did a lot of Blue Sky movies.
That's like
Is
a
it
classic kid book.
is it animated? I think it's live action.
We need a trailer. I can't just be like, yeah, I'll go see the fucking kids movie.
I'm probably not watching this.
I can't do it. Like Clifford did not sell me at all.
You were hating on Clifford. Clifford
It just
was,
didn't. Dude,
Clifford was enjoyable.
Yeah,
But then Kill the Crocodile, I was like, this looks kind of good.
At least I bought that.
I think I'll go to Lyle.
All right.
But I can't. Harold.
What are we hyped for in June?
man, there's some good ones.
June is pretty stacked.
That's it. Indiana Jones and the Flash, like that's insane.
Spider-Verse,
Right.
Elemental, Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers.
Damn, June is kind
A lot
of
of
as stacked as March
animation.
was.
Yeah, it is.
We're getting back to summer. We're getting back
Yep.
to summer blockbuster season.
Yeah.
As much as I want to see the Flash, it's between Spider-Verse and Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Spider. Beginning of June. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Verse
Yeah,
is my most anticipated
good
for
one.
June by far.
Say Indiana Jones, like out of principle. I want to say, I really do. Like, I want to be like, ever since I was a little kid, I've loved Indiana Jones.
Same.
Yeah.
But it's like the Flash, dude. Like the Flash. Ever since I was a little kid, I've loved Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm like torn between both of those.
James
I'm right.
James Mangold is another director that drops banger after banger.
Yep. Handpicked by
Did
Spielberg.
he did Logan too, right? He did
He
Logan.
did
yeah.
Logan.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like
They followed Logan with Ford versus fucking Ferrari. Like he really just only makes good movies.
There was so much
Yep.
fucking in that movie.
It's so many fucking cars. But I'm like, and like Harrison Ford, like they're like, oh, how do you feel about this new Indiana Jones? And like he cried. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like this is gonna be a great movie.
Mhm.
Flash, like look how good the Flash trailer was, in spite of all the bullshit
Yeah.
surrounding it.
I
And
mean,
we still,
like Andy Muschietti kind of crushed it with it, so like I
Yeah.
assumed the Flash was gonna be good.
And y'all gotta remember, on y'all way to go see the Flash, you gotta play the Tupac.
No,
Yeah. Tupac's birthday, baby.
no.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
I'll listen to Tupac when I go see Elemental.
yeah, I'll play it on the way to Elemental. Let's get the Flash first.
Well, yeah. I wonder, is the Flash, was it filmed in IMAX? Because they're gonna push that.
The trailer is always full IMAX
So there we
If-
go.
because Shazam was not filmed for IMAX at all.
Yeah. And what's the name? Even though it was worth it for the sound alone, John Wick 4.
Yeah,
That's some like they shooting at you for real.
yeah. The beginning,
Yes.
the thing was loud as hell.
Yeah.
That movie's amazing. That movie is pure violence ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know I got a picture. Is Nick frozen for anybody else?
Nick has been frozen for
No.
like 5 minutes, and it's hysterical.
Great.
Take his-
I love this journey for
Welcome back, buddy. So, I'm assuming either Ruby Gilman or Harold and the Purple Crayon is Eric's most anticipated for June.
Man, it's a hard one. I gotta. Whew.
That's what she said.
There you go. The office. Ah man, it probably gotta be. It's like by a hair, by a nose.
Well,
I'm gonna
Nick's
say-
back and gave the YouTube community a whole quick glimpse of water bottles.
I've got like 3 water bottles over here from like
Alright.
throw away.
Now I gotta say, God, dog, probably. I gotta say the Flash. Man, it's gonna be a good month. So
Right.
I'm not.
June is like I really thought like March was like the most stacked month. But looking at this June lineup, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
March was one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other.
Yeah.
At least
And it leads into April too.
No.
But like, not really.
The first
Yeah.
June literally goes Spider-Verse, Transformers, Strays, The Flash, Elemental, Asteroid City, and then Indiana Jones. And then you got shit that could be hit or miss, no hard feelings, The Blackening. You know what I mean? Like June is like that.
Yeah, I mean, you go see the Flash on that Friday, you're gonna have Extraction over the weekend to chill too.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man.
2008 summer feeling where every like month had like a ton of winners, and even the smaller comedies were like winner.
Yeah.
That's 2008 is the standard still.
Now, what are we going through on here? Which month?
June.
We just finished June, the last month that we're gonna do.
Oh man, because I'm not gonna mention it. We'll probably talk. July 21st has two big movies. I'll say that are the total opposite ends of the spectrum.
And I'm probably seeing both of them.
No, I think you're gonna be walking up in there with your cap on and the meme mug. Yeah, let me get one for Barbie.
One for Barbie. Like that. I was telling him, dude.
Too. That's another. That's gonna be crazy.
I send weekly telegrams to Margot Robbie, and she still won't marry me. So I have to go see this movie.
We're skipping ahead.
Yeah.
You know what's sad? A lot of people don't know what Oppenheimer's referring to. A lot of people don't know who that is. And I think that's kind of sad.
That he created the atom bomb?
A lot of people don't know his name.
Well, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, so they're going to.
Yeah, and now, I'd say, like, Oppenheimer, like, what is that about? What the fuck do you think?
And not only that, if you see the trailer, it tells you in the trailer.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's probably the guy that they keep showing.
And I don't care. In the history of quotes, fiction, non-fiction, he had that. That's the baddest, that's the most, it's sad, but it's probably the most awesomest quotes. Like, I have become deaf.
Yeah.
When he created it.
Yeah, so, next episode. I don't know.
June, man.
I don't know what we're talking about. If I don't cook an idea, just be prepared to like circle back and like talk about Creed or something from March. Because we could do like vampire movies because Renfield came out. We
talk about Creed. There's a lot within.
Right.
That we can talk about.
But yeah, drop a comment. Let us know what are you guys looking forward to April, May, June, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks because I'm not getting sick again. Strike League. Hey yo, back at it cooking, bars getting air fried. Only thing that suck about me is when she adjusting that hair tie. I spit this shit comedically, egregiously. It's as easy as when I breathe to me. The game's full of nothing but bum fucks. You dumb fucks with dumb luck, who want what? I'm Michelangelo and my paintbrush is some nunchucks. I missed y'all and I still prefer young Darren Williams over Chris Paul. Clapping back is the only time I diss y'all. And cause you acting, it don't mean that you about that action. My faction is mathematicians who specialize in adversary subtraction. Join in with the fans and all of us are clapping. Dude's a bitch. Looking at him like, who is this? I'ma forever feel I'm underappreciated, like Ludacris. Middle finger to the doubters, give them flowers. I'm always Randy, baby. Call me Austin Powers. And chill until the next episode.